It's so boring, man. There's nothing to do.
No, so boring. Let's go roller skating.
We were roller skating yesterday.
Let's go to the movies.
Well, we've seen them all.
Well, then, how about the arcade?
No.
I know. Let's go play basketball.
You don't want the girls to play, you just want us to cheerlead.
That's right.
Meet me Saturday at my house, and I'll take you to the studio.
What studio?
KRUD TV.
But won't we get caught?
No, there's nobody there on Saturday.
How do you know?
I've been there before. Look, just meet me at my house on Saturday, okay?
Phaser Cirque ready for galactic transport back to El Tridon Rio Star. Entry sequence engaged.
I have decided not to rephase to base of existence in the Diosphere.
A planet 10,000 years in our past cannot be of interest to a being armed with technology and scientific advancements far beyond the primitive scope of those you must now take leave of. Experiment complete. Rephase reinitialized.
My mission was to observe people on the planet Earth. What I discovered contradicted other intelligent life forms. While the mature humans made all the decisions for the younger people, as expected, it was these younger people, kids they are called, who hold the key to the future. These kids were constantly learning and trying new things. They were interested in knowing, curious as to why. In a word, they were growing. Kids here could change things, if only someone would guide them. Certainly you recognize the hope and promise that comes from their youthful expectations.
Please refrain from calling up sequences that are yet to occur. Looking into the future is strictly prohibited.
Just look at their innocence, their passion. I am at the right place and time in their history to put them in touch with their great potential.
It is not our province to direct.
To guide, to help. This is what I ask.
I repeat, you must not interfere with destiny.
Contact and communication between people, which can bring about understanding and trust, is a great and mighty gift.
It is slowly receding in their increasingly less compassionate world as we speak. Just look around at their newspapers and televisions.
Yes, I know. And I also know it is not too late for the next generation to turn the tide of violence, drugs, political corruption, and hate.
Your mission is complete. Re-entry is available only temporarily.
Do you feel the distance between us growing greater?
I feel nothing. I know everything.
Then there is time to change the course of history?
Input improper. Access denied.
The secrets of tomorrow cannot be known today. What will be must remain a mystery until the pages turn. Alex.
I must be human now.
Don't forget that shipment in the back.
Yeah, I got it on my list. Hey, you know, it's too bad all that has to go to waste. It's so close to being finished.
Yeah, someone in program development thought a kids' TV show would be a good idea, but the board of directors and I didn't.
I think we ought to listen to them about what they have to say about their world.
Listened? Listen to who?
To whom?
To who? To whom? What are you talking about?
He's talking about kids, Charles.
That's the problem. A lot of kids don't have the chance to grow up in a reasonable, caring environment. They need to have good role models.
Really? Tell me something. Is that a broom you're holding or a psychology degree from Harvard?
You don't need a degree in psychology to realize that kids want to have some kind of control in what must seem like a pretty out-of-control world.
That's the way it is. I can't change that.
You could play a big part. You're a big executive. Besides, you have an obligation to this next generation who may do more for the people and the world here than what this generation has done.
I sincerely doubt that.
How can you doubt it? I mean, now there's more crime and violence and child abuse and drug abuse
And a whole
today.
bunch of kids are going to straighten it all out.
Well, maybe if they thought they had some kind of say in the matter, that it might make a real difference.
Well, maybe you're right, but I don't have time to discuss it right now.
Yeah, but I think it's worthwhile.
Look, I'd love to have this little chat with you, but I've got a pressing meeting, okay? An idealistic janitor takes all kinds. I keep the guy around, though. He never misses a day's work.
That's funny, Charles. I've never seen him here before.
Now look at nobody. Nobody.
Oh, let's go in here.
We're going to get in trouble.
We're not.
Radical. That is so evil. This is. That is so evil. Don't.
I don't think we should be here. I don't think so either.
I don't see the problem. We're not doing anything wrong.
Ever hear of trespassing?
Technically speaking, you're right. But if we're just looking,
Yeah, I think it's okay to look. I think maybe we should ask somebody.
ask me. It's fine. Go ahead. Look around. Lisa, does it look like they give tours around here? I don't think so.
This is super cool. I'd love to know how to operate it.
You need brains. This could be a problem. You know, it's really cool. I just don't get why they didn't finish it.
I heard they canceled the show.
The top of the hour, the latest breaking story is Jackie. Slate correction correspondent Jacqueline Vickers. Thank you, Andrew. And today, the government bans cigarettes at all nuclear testing. There she goes. Save the whales and the rainforest and
The planet Earth as we know it.
Mister, we didn't touch anything. Well, we didn't break anything. We weren't gonna take nothing?
We're gonna take anything.
He's right, Andy. All right, okay. We weren't gonna take anything, really.
We never had a chance to see a real TV studio, you know, up close.
And personal.
Yeah, like the wide rule of sports, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Not the feet, defeat. Oh, boy.
All we wanted to see was how everything went together in a live newscast.
That's what she wanted to see. I want to see sports.
Yeah, sports and animation.
He does draw really great for his age, and he does love cartoons.
Excuse me? It's animation. Can you show us?
I'm afraid I can't.
Of course he can't. He's a janitor.
Hey, it doesn't matter whether you push a broom or you're the president. As long as you do your job well, that's the important thing.
I've heard that before.
Here, you hold this.
This guy. What's he doing?
Pull that. Push this.
Excellent.
It's neat.
It's pretty cool, I'll admit, but I've never seen it on TV.
No, that's because it isn't. It's just a concept, an idea. An idea is nothing till you breathe life into it.
I'll wait for it to come out on video.
It's not coming out on video. Don't you get it?
That is just a glimpse of what could be.
Wait a minute. That's it? You're not gonna show us anymore?
Well, that's all there is, at least for now.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is, well, what's it mean to you?
I think it's the way kids might be able to make a difference.
Warren?
Maybe change things. How do you know my name?
I don't know. Somebody said it. That is your name, isn't it? Well, so what's going on here? Saturday morning playtime or or the beginning of
a National Kids TV show.
You guys.
It sounds like an awful lot of responsibility to me.
Yeah, that's true. There could be a lot of pressure here.
It's not the pressure. It's that nobody will listen to us. We've got no rights.
Absolutely no power. And no say in what we want to do.
We're just kids. It's what they always tell us.
Parents, teachers, older brothers and sisters, they all boss us around. If my dog could talk, he'd probably try to tell me what to do too.
There is something you can do about it.
I really don't get it.
Me either.
It used to be KRUD TV. Crud. The perfect name for the crud they show. Strictly bogus TV.
Too much violence and phony stuff.
It's mostly trash. Yeah.
And what do you do with trash?
Throw it out. Throw out the trash, start from scratch.
Prime time for kids. And the Kids Point of View television network. Our own identity.
Yeah. Kids Point of View TV. Our way of looking at the world in prime time for kids.
Yeah. Throw out the trash, start from scratch. Throw out the trash, start from scratch. Throw out the trash, start from scratch.
It's not gonna work. You guys are all dreaming.
Hey, wait a second. What's wrong with dreaming? Don't you think Thomas Edison had a dream when he thought about the electric light?
So?
What about the Wright brothers? Don't you think they had a dream to fly when they invented the airplane?
I'd rather walk.
I mean, you guys have got ideas, don't you?
Yeah, some of us do, Ward.
Well, that means you've got something to say about what you like and what you don't like.
It's just that grown-ups tell us those things, which does get on my nerves.
We can't think for ourselves. Besides, look at all the problems in the world. Who got us in those problems? Grown-ups, that's who. Sometimes even overhear my mom and dad talking about the problems the next generation faces. It's a real mess.
And that mess is going to be our mess soon, which is not fair. We've got a lot to say about the kind of world we want to live in. We have a right and an obligation.
But what can we do about it? Nobody listens.
What if somebody did?
They won't.
They might.
In your dreams, Lisa.
You're too negative.
You're too naive.
Sounds like you're afraid to do the right thing. I hadn't counted on that. That can be a problem. I can't help you with that.
You've got the problem.
I do? And you who call yourselves friends can't even seem to work together to try to make things better? That's why the world's in the condition it's in. Hey, listen, if you want things to be different, you have to be different.
No offense, but you're
Just a janitor?
We don't mean to be snobs, mister.
I hope not. And don't call me mister. My name is Alex. And that's why the world's so confused and full of hate. Because people aren't willing to try to understand each other, even if they're the slightest bit different than they are. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You know, there are always two sides to a story.
I usually see a lot more when I really listen to the other side. I might even start to understand why Warren is so down on everything.
Probably true, but the problem is not always black or white, right or wrong, yes or no.
That's what your mom always says.
Hey, at least he knows good advice from bad. Ricky's mom's right. The answers aren't always so simple. I mean, people want them to be, but life's complicated. All the arguing and shouting a lot of people do doesn't help at all. It's time to start thinking how you do things differently. You know, to make things better.
You know, there are a lot of things I do differently if I can make the decisions.
My cousin in Cleveland, he makes his own short video movies. He's only 11, but I saw one of his films. It was good. I'm sure there's other kids producing their own videos too.
Yeah, I like to see stories about kids from all over the country, so everyone know what we are really able to do.
You're into tabloid TV. Geraldo, Oprah, Current Affair, it's all junk.
Hey man, what are you talking about? I don't know who's doing really cool things and what kids are up to. You know, so we can learn new things from each other.
Great.
That's your problem, Roberts. You put stuff down before you know about it.
Hey, come on, you guys. We gotta work together. Yeah, everything is for the older generation. If we want more attention, we have to get organized.
I think we should have a special report every week on books, movies, videos, things just for kids.
Yep, we need more and better information.
How to get to Sesame
Okay, listen, I've been trying to be patient, but if you don't have something good to say, put a lid on it, okay?
Hey guys, I'd like to know about new stuff you can do with friends, like photography, baseball card collecting, Model building?
So you can become a famous architect. Nah.
Warren's father's an architect. He can't find a job.
He's out of work because the economy's bad. He can get a job if he wants.
Oh, yeah,
right? Besides, I'm going to be a lawyer. That's where the money is.
You think all lawyers are rich, Warren?
Yeah.
Well, is that what you really want to be? A lawyer? Or is it because of the money you think you can make?
I don't know. Well, I guess I'd like to see what they do. I think astronomy and potential space travel is pretty cool. But that's what I like.
I'd like to see how kids can get involved with the environment.
We've got to stop pollution.
We've got to stop racism.
And help the homeless, too.
But how are we ever going to do it? Hey guys, he put us on film.
Whoa! My cousin makes his own videos. I'm sure other kids are too. This is my cousin Cliff. Here's a look at one of his videos. It's called The Intruder.
It was a house, like any other, with one exception. He lived there, my little brother. Nice manners, dude. Oh, gross.
He's teething.
So whose problem is that? Not mine. Hey, that's the remote. Don't goo it all up. Mom.
He's just a baby, Cliff.
Oh, back to wrestling with a stuffed monkey. Get a life. And check out the shoes. Dinosaurs? Forget using the bathroom when he's awake. He stands guard at the toilet. I think he thinks it's a toy, which brings me to this mess. Gee whiz, I leave a few things around, but this is ridiculous. Uh-oh, gotta go. He's back.
I can get him.
Looks pretty pure.
Hey, you want a beer?
Hey, guys, how about some of these?
All right.
Hey, somebody's coming.
Get out of here. This is not what you want to be into when you're a teenager. You could do much better. Heather and Shurab have more to tell you.
A 16-year-old tried to turn me on to drugs. I was really tempted, you know, 'cause he was older. But a voice inside me kept saying, don't do it. He's not your friend. And then it hit me. Anyone that would try to turn me on to drugs could never be my friend.
Absolutely right. See that guy holding the drugs? See his handshake? Guess where he is now? His family didn't deserve that. Don't let it happen to you.
Trust yourself to make the right decisions. Don't go with the flow when your conscience is saying, don't do it. There's always pressure to do the wrong thing. It takes a strong person like you to do what's right.
I think we should have a special report every week on books, movies, videos, things just for kids. There's a lot going on for kids these days. And in the following weeks, we'll be looking at new movies, books, videos, things that make a positive statement. This is Prime Time for Kids. Prime time for learning about things that matter.
I think astronomy and potential space travel is pretty cool. But that's what I like.
Whoa.
I didn't need to ask any questions. I knew where I was. Mission control. My crew was young, but experienced. Yet there was no doubt I was in charge. The teams worked feverishly to make sure all systems were go. I moved around mission control, settling my crew members, answering questions, and working with the astronauts. Someday, I'd be in flight too.
There's one world to care about, and we are standing on it.
We also swim in it. The Earth is 3/4 water, but the point is,
Get a grip. Don't litter. What do you do with trash?
You throw it out. Throw out the trash, start from scratch.
For bad TV shows and other dumb ideas, you're right. But for old newspapers, plastic, and glass, and various other products...
You recycle. Things have really gotten out of hand, and it's up to us to make things better.
Better for all of us.
Because we're the future.
And we're not satisfied with a world full of prejudice and hate.
Here on Earth, we're all brothers and sisters.
And we all matter.
And we all care about each other.
Yeah, that's right. Prime Time for Kids. Hey guys, we owe it to kids everywhere.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but there is a problem.
What?
Producing a real show by ourselves. We need someone who knows how to operate all these computers and stuff, and who won't boss us around, naturally.
You can't judge a book by its cover, Warren.
Mr. Alex, can you help us, please?
Destiny calls.
You must not interfere with destiny.
Okay, but I'm only gonna guide you. If you want the show to be yours, you're gonna have to make it happen. Otherwise, I'll just go back to where I came from.
What? Sounds like you're talking about another planet or something. Like Mars.
Nah, Mars. There's nothing going on there. So, what do you think? Is it unanimous?
Let's go for it!
Well, that's all for now. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay, but I feel that Prime Time for Kids is going to make a real difference. Now, you don't expect me to tell you for sure, just because my civilization is thousands of light years ahead of yours. That wouldn't be fair, and I must be careful. And, oh yeah, don't expect me to look the same again. Now that you've seen me, I'll always have to change my appearance. I'm sure you can understand why. But I'm not the important one here, you are. And I know that someday you're going to...
Please refrain from calling up sequences that are yet to occur.
Understood. Although you won't know me when we meet again, if we meet again, remember, Prime Time for Kids is the right time for miracles.
Prime Time for Kids, know your ideas.
Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope and help us create future shows
with your ideas,
your stories,
and what you'd like to see.
Right to Prime Time for Kids, P.O. Box 10321, Rochester, New York, 14610.
Don't forget to enclose your self-addressed stamped envelope.